For years now, Valve has been trying to solve a problem, not a hardware problem, not a performance problem, not even a usability problem. Because gaming on PC is actually amazing until you have to deal with the PC gaming, the drivers, the updates, the settings, the compatibility issue, the launchers, and all of these things that actually makes the console feel simple. Now, Valve believes that it now finally has the answer, and it is called the Steam Machine. So that is why most has been hearing of Steam Machine online, and this has actually brought a lot of reactions online recently. People have actually been talking about it for a while now. Most people actually think that it is the future of gaming, others think that it is completely overpriced. But after researching about what Valve is actually trying to do here, I realized something. Everyone is arguing about the wrong thing. So the real question isn't about whether the Steam Machine is powerful or if it is actually good or if it is overpriced or not. The real question is, who is this Steam Machine actually for? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about that. But let's start with why the machine suddenly exploded its popularity on the internet. So if you look at what people are currently searching for, their interest is not about the gaming history. Their interest is not even about nostalgia. People are currently searching for things like the Steam Machine price, the Steam Machine spec, the Steam Machine performance, the Steam Machine watts, how much it's worth. That is actually important because this actually tells us that people are not treating this like an old gaming experiment. They are treating it like something they might actually buy, and that is where the controversy actually begins. Because when people first hear the price, many people have this exact same reaction, which is, why shouldn't I just buy the PlayStation? And honestly, that's the fair question. But before I answer that, we need to understand what the Valve is actually selling. Most people compare Steam Machine to console, but I think that is a mistake because Valve is not trying to build a PlayStation competitor. They are trying to build something else. So I want you to imagine this. You love PC gaming, you have hundreds of games on your Steam, but you don't want to be playing those games on your decks anymore. So you just want to be relaxing on your couch. You want to use controller, you want to play on your big screen, but never to think about Windows. I think that is the type of audience Valve seems to be targeting. The Steam Machine isn't trying to replace the gaming on PC. They're only trying to replace the experience of dragging the gaming PC into your living room. And that is more like a different goal, because the more I look into it, the more I realize that Valve isn't selling hardware, they are selling convenience. Now let's talk about the biggest criticism, which is the price. This is where most conversation actually stop. Most people look at the number, PlayStation, and immediately decide that it is too expensive. But there's something most people don't realize. Sony and Microsoft often sell console at an extreme small price margin. Sometimes they even lose money at the initial stage because they are actually going to get that money back from their game sales and subscription. So Valve is actually approaching things differently. They are not trying to create a closed ecosystem. They are trying to create an open one. So which means that the machine has to stand on its own. So whether I agree with the strategy or not, it explains why the price actually looks different from what people are already used to. So the Steam Machine here is not positioned as a cheap console. It is being positioned as a premium gaming PC that happens to live in your living room. So that's actually a huge difference. So let's talk about the main thing why I actually decided to create this video, which is, who is this actually for? After looking at everything, I think there are a group of people which this Steam Machine is actually for. Now the group number one are people who already own a large Steam library. So if you're the type that has actually spent a lot of years building a collection of PC games, you are going to find this machine instantly attractive, because these games actually comes with no repurchasing, no ecosystem switch, no starting over. Now for group number two are people who want a console experience without a console ecosystem, where you get access to PC games, PC sales, PC modes, PC freedom, but from your couch. So for group number three are for people who hate Windows. They're actually people who hate Windows, who don't like using Windows for gaming, and believe me, there are a lot of them. And for users like that, the Stream OS is actually the biggest selling point for them, and the operating system itself is part of the appeal. Now let's talk about who shouldn't buy it. So if your main goal is getting the cheapest gaming machine possible, I think this is probably not for you. And if you are only interested in console exclusives, this is definitely not for you as well. And if you already own a powerful gaming PC connected to your TV, you probably don't really need this. So here is the part I actually find interesting. I don't think Valve expects the Steam Machine to outsell the PlayStation. That is not even possible, and I don't think that is even their goal. Their goal is much more bigger. So Valve has been quietly purchasing the Steam OS further and further over the past few years, and every successful Steam OS device actually moves the game a little bit further from the Windows. And whether that success or fails could actually affect the entire gaming industry, and that is why this machine actually matters. Even if you never buy one, people are going to buy. So the Steam machine might be too expensive, it might never become the mainstream, it might even fail completely. But after spending time researching, I think most people are looking at it the wrong way. So this isn't Valve trying to beat the PlayStation, this isn't Valve trying to beat the Xbox, this is Valve trying to make PC game feels much more simple as a console. And if there's something that could end up being far more important than the machine itself. So maybe the real question isn't should I buy the Steam machine? Maybe the real question is this what the future of PC gaming is actually going to look like? And honestly, we're about to find out. Alright guys, we've come to the very end of this video. Now do it to like this video, subscribe and hit notification bell for more tutorials, more updates, more tech videos on this channel. It has always been your boy Daniel on Ask Daniel Fix. Alright guys, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next one.